Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Talk Show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are going to be talking about Bollywood beauty pageant that was recently held here in Houston. This is coming to you live this is coming to you live on YouTube and also Google Plus. And if you want to watch it, you can please download our app, which is NNN Media for Android or Apple devices, so you can follow us. While you're on YouTube, you can also watch more than 600 videos we have that accents our Indian experience here in Houston. And you can also follow us on our Facebook page, which is the Nik Nikam Network, where we keep you abreast of what's happening in and around the H-Town. The most important thing that happened last weekend around the H-Town is the Bollywood beauty pageant. In fact, we have the organizer and two winners of Bollywood pageant. And let me invite Ruchika Diaz, who has been on our program once. And okay, Ruchika, tell us about your radio program and what got you interested in doing the Bollywood pageant.
Okay. First of all, Dr. Nikam, thank you for having us on your show. It's a pleasure to be back here.
It's my pleasure.
So yes, we do a Bollywood Shake. We've got a dance school, we've got a radio station, and we do events like this Bollywood pageant. Our radio show airs on 106.1 FM in Houston, Monday to Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. We also have a dance school, like I mentioned, and the Bollywood pageant started about 3 years ago. And I came up with this concept because growing up, I came from a military background back in India, and we always had the Navy Ball. We had a teen princess pageant, and I took part in those. And
really, I thought your parents would be very strict and not even watch Bollywood or listen to Hindi songs or something.
On the contrary, like the military background is all about entertainment.
Oh.
After the 9-to-5 job.
So maybe that's what we don't see, the behind the scenes stuff.
The R&R, you need some of that as well. So I was exposed to some of that, and I truly felt that it helped, especially teenagers and young women gain confidence. And, who doesn't like to dress up and kind of come up there and show their smarts and personalities. And that was where the concept came from. The reason it's a Bollywood pageant is because it's organized by Bollywood Shake. And we also had Bollywood celebrities who came to launch the pageant and have, been a part of the pageant in the past. So that was the whole concept. And this is our third year doing it. And I was really pleased with the contestants that we got this year, not just from Houston, but all over the country.
Okay, let's talk about the different categories that you have for the pageant.
Yes, so this year we had teen, Miss, and Mrs.
Oh,
teens were from 13 to 17. Miss were from 18 to 32. And Mrs., there was no age criteria. You just had to be married.
Well, it's too bad I am not eligible for any one of these criteria.
You're not. Well, there was a Mr. Bollywood that we did last year.
Is that right?
And we may be bringing that back again on popular demand.
You should try that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the Houston Bollywood pageant brought to you by Bollywood Shake. Shake, right? And my special guest, Ruchika Diaz. And okay, let's talk about what kind of preparations do the participants need for this, and how much time they have from the time they find out, they can take part.
Yeah, the sooner they register, the more time they have to prepare. Really, because we had out-of-town contestants, all the rehearsals and all the final preparations were done over a weekend. But they had a month or two before, depending on when they registered, to start the grooming process, the training, if they wanted to do some extra training in terms of walking or question and answer round, and things like that. So to me, you can train for it because you can be prepared for what to expect, but really what they need to be is themselves and show their their true personalities. If you pretend too much or if you try too hard, it's very obvious to the judges. So to me, the more natural they can be and the more themselves they can be, that is what shines on stage.
So do you give any kind of coaching for these candidates? How many different levels of selections are there?
So we had an audition process.
I see,
There was, one level of auditions.
Yeah.
We did a phone interview
I see.
or over Skype, and then in-person interviews for the people that were here in Houston.
Yeah.
So 1 to 2 rounds, depending
I
on
see, yeah.
the candidate. In terms of coaching, we have a choreographer, Raza Hassan, who
I
was
see, yeah.
working with these models in terms of the contestants in
Yeah.
terms of walk,
Yeah.
and because a lot of them were not experienced,
Yeah, that
had
was going to
never
be
been
my
on
next
stage.
question. Most of these people go to college or or work or stay at home mom, and you expect them to be like models.
Yeah, and you were at the show, so they did a really good job.
Yeah.
They all looked so confident, and a lot
Yeah.
of them had never been on stage, especially in a pageant or
Yeah.
this type of
I freak
platform.
out if I have to get on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Triple N Talk Show. I'm Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are talking about Houston Bollywood pageant and winners and organizers here. And my special guest is Ruchika Diaz, and I'm going to introduce the beauty queens in a couple of minutes. And you can also download our app, which is NNN Media. So you can follow us on Android or Apple devices, and also you can watch this on YouTube or Google Plus anytime. And while you're there on YouTube, you can watch more than 600 videos we have about Indian experience. Maybe you can give out your contact information, before we go any further.
Absolutely. So our website is bollywoodshake.com.
Yeah.
And then we've got our Bollywood Shake Radio website, bollywoodshakeradio.com. And for the pageant, it's bollywoodpageant.com, as simple as that.
Oh, I see.
We also have a Facebook page, Bollywood Shake. They can find us online, on Twitter. We're very active on social media as well.
How many people really enter this contest, like at the first level?
I want to say we had over 60 contestants that auditioned, and about half of them went through. We try to include as many as possible because, again, the idea is not to be exclusive but inclusive and give everyone a chance, or everyone that wants to do this a chance, because everyone's got something special in them. So and then between those 3 categories, we had a wide range of contestants, all the way from Chicago, Louisiana, Austin, New York, so from all over the country. So we were happy about that.
So do all these ladies have to be like extroverts? Because I'm not a real extrovert. The reason I say is because, obviously, they're models, and they just not only represent appearance, but a lot of other qualities in terms of their talents and things like that.
Yeah, I don't know about extrovert, but definitely confidence is an important factor, because you have to be on stage in front of so many people, not just walk and present yourself, but even in the question and answer round, think on your feet and answer those questions. I think confidence is a very important factor, and to me, that trumps a lot of the other factors.
From your perspective, for a prospective candidate who may be interested in like next year or the following year, what would be your advice or tips?
Well, I would say, like, follow your dreams. If this is something you want to do, and if this is something that you think you can do, put your mind to it, and anyone can participate. I really don't think there's any limiting factor from that perspective. And be yourself, like I said before. That's the best you can do, is be yourself and present yourself the way you are.
So you're looking at, obviously their appearance, their confidence, and their style. And also you look at like Miss USA pageant, their talents and extra activities like music, dance, or any type of other stuff.
Yeah, so for the teenagers, we had a special talent round where they did their talent. With the Miss and the Misses, we had more. We got their bio to see what else they did, what their hobbies were, what extracurricular activities, and those were factored into the judging process.
Yeah. That's fascinating. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Triple N Talk Show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are talking about Houston Bollywood pageant, our organizer Ruchika Diaz, and our winners. And we would suggest you download our app, which is NNN Media. It is Triple N Media, so you can follow us on Android or Apple devices, and also visit our Facebook page, which is Nik Nikam Network, where you can keep yourself updated about everything that is happening in our community and in and around the world. So now let's turn to our winners. right next to me, right, is Hannah Akhtar, who is Miss Bollywood USA. Hannah,
Hi.
welcome
Hi,
to Nik
thank
Nikam
you. Thank you. Thank you for
Chatwell.
having me on your show.
I'm delighted to have you. And next to her is Mrs. Shruti Bekal, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, welcome to Triple N Talk Show.
Thank you so much.
I had to start off by saying, there's a great comedian. His name is called, what is his name? His name is slipping, but he said uh, he was sitting there and watching Miss Universe, Miss USA pageant. And he said, as he was watching that, he realized that both the pageant on the stage and himself are all made up of 92% water and 8% substance. And when they when they crowned Miss USA, he said, "What have I done with my 8% substance?" So, looking at you ladies, crowned as Miss and Mrs. Bollywood USA, I'm wondering what have I done with my 8% substance in life. Welcome to Triple N Talk Show. And okay, give a little bit about yourself, a little brief introduction, and we're going to have you share your experience before, during, and after the pageant.
Hi, I'm Hina Akhtar. I'm originally from Pakistan. I go to U of H.
Yeah, maybe if you just speak right into the microphone. That microphone is a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go to University of Houston downtown, and I'm a science nutrition major, planning to go to med school. So
You didn't need much help from anybody about how to stay in shape.
I have to be good at that. That's my career.
Okay, let's talk to Mrs. Shruti Bekal.
Hi, I'm Shruti Bekal, originally from India. We're located here in Pearland, Texas. I'm an IT professional and also a mother of 3-year-old.
Right.
And I'm a creative person. I just love performing, dance and plays.
That's
So,
fascinating.
yeah.
So how did you all hear about the Bollywood pageant?
To me, it was actually referred to me by one of my friends. She
Yeah.
actually saw this on Facebook, and I guess she saw the potential in me, so she
Yeah.
actually referred me to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she did.
So Hannah, how did you find out about this?
Well, I've always been into pageants. I've
I see,
always
yeah.
loved doing pageants, and I looked up Miss Bollywood
Yeah.
because I saw it on Instagram, and I looked it up on Google, and I saw when it was coming up, and I actually heard about it last year.
I see. Yeah.
But I did it this year because I was too late to register last
Is that
year.
right? Yeah. See, that's why we are doing this video so that we can keep people informed of what Bollywood pageant is all about, and especially Ruchika Diaz, who is organizing this 3 years in a row now, so that they can be much informed and also they have time to prepare themselves. Okay, let's talk about when you were crowned as Miss and Mrs. Bollywood Houston. What was going through your mind compared to when you were thinking about entering the contest? Contrast that.
Well, when I first entered, I
Yeah.
thought to myself, oh my goodness, Indian girls are one of the most beautiful girls in this world. I was nervous. I was nervous to have entered this pageant a little bit, but when I was crowned, I was so surprised. I was actually shaking. I was shaking. I was so happy. I didn't expect it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like you said, it was actually nerve-wracking on the stage, right? But certainly when I entered into the pageant, for me personally, it was not about winning. It was, for me, the experience that mattered a lot. And that's what I value. And on stage, when the crowning was actually happening, I mean, I wasn't thinking about winning. To me, it was like, it doesn't matter who wins because we're all winners.
Yeah.
Just to have taken that step and come up on stage takes a lot of courage and audacity. And all these women that we met are so confident and so enthusiastic. So I would have been happy if anybody won this competition because we were all winners.
Well, that's absolutely true, but now you are the true winners, and you certainly have a reason to celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Bollywood pageant. You are watching the Nik Nikam Network talk show coming to you live on Google Plus and also on YouTube. You can also watch this interview later on at your leisure. Okay, once you signed up, how much time did you have, and what kind of preparations did you all do?
Okay, so mine was a really long process.
Oh, I see.
When I signed up early,
Yeah.
of course. And then ever since then, I was kind of preparing myself as far as my weight. I was on a diet for a while. I was exercising more than often. And of course, as it got closer to the pageant, there was so many things I had to do. I had to get my eyelashes done. I had to get my nails done, my hair colored, my facials, teeth whitening. It was just too much when it got really close. So that was my long journey of preparation.
Oh, okay. Let's hear from Shruti.
Well, to me, I did not prepare much at all, I must say.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I did sign up pretty early as soon as I heard about the show, and I wanted to do it,
Yeah.
so I signed up. But after that, it was pretty much just waiting for the event to happen. And we had an amazing choreographer who helped us with the show. He just helped us with our walk and everything. So personally, I didn't feel like I needed to prepare anything. I was just going to be myself and do my best.
That's fascinating. You said one of the most important things, and I was just watching the preparation for the CNN debate for the presidential Republican candidates, and they all said they just want to be, Donald wants to be Donald Trump, and all the other ones, they just want to be themselves, and of course, and that's the most important thing, because when you're crowned for what what you are and what all your talents are, and to do it anything differently would be sort of trying to do it differently. Okay, let's talk about, did you all take any like training lessons or anything like that, or would you think that would help?
Well, yes, I did have a pageant coach that kind of helped me with walking and how to answer my questions, which helped a lot. And aside from that, Raza Hassan, he helped out a lot too. He did some very good lessons on walking.
Is that right?
It improved a lot of girls, and he was free, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, like she mentioned, Raza was amazing. He choreographed, he did a great job. So I think that helped us, with additional confidence and walking. But apart from that, I personally didn't prepare anything else. I just love being on stage. Like, I do a lot of plays and dancing. So I feel like that helped with my personality and who I am. And that helped with the
What
show.
kind of play and dances do you do?
I am classically trained in Bharatanatyam.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and at one point I used to teach as well.
Oh, I see.
Yes, so that helped me with a grace and a lot of expressions and walking as well, posture. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of plays on. When I do find some time from my busy schedule, I try to do something that I like. And it's
what kind of
important.
plays do you get involved with?
It's mostly regional so
I
far. Yes, so we have an organization which we celebrate some of the specific to Karnataka. I'm from Karnataka, so we do that, and I have an amazing friend who writes really good plays, and just happy to be part of that.
Well, it may surprise you to say that I'm from Karnataka also. Actually, I'm from Mysore city. I went to Mysore Medical College, and I had several people from Karnataka. In fact, aim for Seva, my Karnataka friends were here. Anyway, let's get back to Bollywood pageant.
I want to add one more thing.
Okay.
Our past pageant winner, Nina Desai,
Yeah.
she was our Mrs. Bollywood 2014. She helped the contestants a lot with
that's
the extra tips and some coaching and some advice on how to handle the pressure on stage and how to answer those questions and things like that.
So what advice do you ladies have for prospective contestants in the future?
I think one advice I would give to the future contestants is just have fun. Don't go in there thinking I want to win, because when you don't, it's really hard to accept defeat sometimes, and that's one of the things that I had to learn to do was accept defeat. And you feel better as a person when you learn to do that. So just have fun when you're going in and do it for the fun of it. Don't do it for I have to win or I will cry or something.
Let's hear from Shruti.
What I would suggest is just be yourself and believe in yourself. I think that's the most important thing, because often we get carried away by what the world expects of you, what the society expects of you, but do what you like to do. You are unique, you are who you are. So love yourself for who you are and just be yourself, get out there and do your thing, and it will shine.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
try to be
absolutely
somebody
right,
else.
because especially when you're on stage and you have to have the confidence to once stand straight and be able to express yourself. That reminds me of Mark Twain. He said it takes him only 3 weeks for an impromptu speech. And he said one time when he was getting ready to give a speech, before he got on the stage, both God and he knew what he was going to say. And when he get on the stage, one of them disappeared. So he had no idea what he was going to say. Okay, what have you ladies learned from this journey?
Like I said, being in pageants previously also,
Yeah.
I've learned to accept defeat. And I think that's really important because you won't always win. So it's better to just have fun and know that to keep trying, If you lose one time, just keep trying. Don't give up, because eventually you'll get the hang of it.
I think that's a very important point, because I think we want to encourage people to just enjoy the process. Because it's only be only one, winner, and there may be one runner-up, and like that. So it's not all the 30 people are going to win, but taking part and experiencing this journey is a kind of a interesting process.
I want to
Okay.
add, I think, Hina, you participated in the Miss Houston?
Miss Texas, United States.
Miss
Oh, I
Texas
see. Oh,
pageant.
that's great.
And, so that was some good
Okay.
experience that you
Yeah,
got there.
that was.
Let's hear from Shruti about.
I think it really helped with my confidence.
Yeah.
It just brings that inner confidence, which I think a lot of people, especially married women, especially ones who have kids, think that life is over, right? So it just gives that. In fact, I have to really thank Bollywood Shake to have given us this platform to come up there and just be yourself. So it really helps with confidence.
That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a Triple N talk show. I'm Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are talking about Houston Bollywood pageant, and our winners here, Hannah Akhtar and Shruti Bekal. Hannah Akhtar is Miss Bollywood, and Mrs. Shruti Bekal is Mrs. Bollywood USA. And okay, let's talk about has this experience changed you as a person, or it's just established your own belief or things like that?
I believe it has changed me as a person. I think it helped me grow to understand and learn more about other people. Being in this pageant, you're surrounded by so many different people that are so intelligent, so beautiful, and it kind of just helps you think, you know what? She's a doctor and she's in this pageant. I want to be just like that, So I think I've learned to really appreciate the people around me.
I would agree with that completely. That was one of the biggest things, to have met these amazing women who are from various backgrounds, like she said, doctor, housewife, mother, and everybody, and just to see this amazing confidence in each one of them, so much enthusiasm that just changed me as a person. I just felt like doing more of these going forward, right? Just doing something for yourself to make yourself happy. When you're happy, you can make your family happy.
Doesn't that discourage you? When you look at all these super talented people around you, like I told you, when about the contest, I said, what have I done with my 8% substance? So when you look at all these extremely talented people, does that sort of make you nervous, or?
I think it motivates you, if anything.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree.
The judges had a really hard job. I know you were in the audience, and even with us organizers, it was hard to pick, who would win. It was a tough competition.
And as you got closer to the contest, did the tension level go up higher, or did you all have to take some tranquilizers, or how did you all handle this?
Honestly, being together with my pageant sisters, the Miss category, we were such close friends with each other. We made a connection throughout the whole pageant that, you know what, if you win, I still love you. I'll be glad that you won. We still hang out, we still text, we still go get dinner or something. So no, there was no tension rising. We just made great friends.
Let's
I
see if
agree on that.
yeah.
At first, I thought this would be like a cat fight. Everybody would want to win, but certainly that was not the case. Everybody was so encouraging. I mean, when I got up there on the stage and I was chosen as one of the first 5, I heard people right behind me who actually did not get selected encouraging from the back. They're like, you need to win this. I was surprised. It was truly touching because you just lost and you're just mentioning somebody else's name to win the competition. That says a lot about, you know, this
That's
pageant.
fascinating. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching a Triple N talk show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are talking about Houston Bollywood pageant and our winners, Hannah Akhtar, who is Miss Bollywood USA, I should say, and Mrs. Shruti Bekel, who is Mrs. Bollywood USA. And of course, this has been organized by our friend Ruchika Diaz from Bollywood Shakes and Bollywood Radio. And what's the other one you said?
Dance school.
Bollywood Dance School. So it looks like you got a 36-hour job.
Well, I wanted to say one thing. It would not have been possible without the team. So a special thanks to our organizing committee, Gauri Malhotra, who was the contestant coordinator. She worked tirelessly responding and corresponding with all the contestants. Raza Hassan, our choreographer, as well as the whole staff, I would like to mention. And then the Bollywood Shake radio team led by Amit Godbole as well. So thanks to the whole team. It's not possible to put on a show like this without a good team.
And in fact, you know, we've been working on our Dasra Mela, which is going to be at the Skeeters Stadium on October 17th. And, you know, on behalf of Sri Sitaram Foundation, I would like to invite all 3 winners and also Ruchika Diaz to be in our parade. So
we would love to
have an opportunity to, you know, be able to do your walking, you know, all the training you had.
Put it to use.
In front of 7,000 plus people.
That would be wonderful.
What other advice do you have for future contestants?
I would say to be the best you can be, as far as like, of course, it's a beauty pageant. It's of course based on, you know, your talent, your background, and everything else too. But it's a beauty pageant, so I would say really take care of yourself. Eat right, drink plenty of water, exercise, do facials. It'll all show. It'll all show on stage.
Well, maybe you can give, since you're a nutritionist, maybe you can give out your phone number now. I'm just joking. Do you have any final thoughts for future contestants?
I strongly believe that just be yourself and believe in yourself. It will truly shine. And yeah, that's important.
But it certainly still takes a lot of hard work, isn't it?
It does.
Yeah, that's what I want to focus on.
Sure, it's a beauty pageant. But what I do believe is that beauty pageant is not just about how you look, but it's also a person who you are. It's your inner beauty. And that does shine no matter what. Because you can only pretend so much. You are who you are, right?
That's right,
you know, it's inner beauty that matters. And certainly, you know, you have to take care of yourself. If you love yourself, somebody else can love you, right? You have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say, women don't need an excuse to go get facials and take care of themselves.
So how long was the preparation on the final day before you got on the stage?
Oh,
how many hours?
It was a long day.
We did plenty of preparation for since like probably 11 a.m. We didn't get done till like in the evening time. And then it was all throughout the weekend. It was just walking, rehearsing, even our own self-preparations. If we bought a dress, if we got it altered, we needed to go pick it up.
Yeah, it was all weekend.
Okay, what are your future plans, ladies?
My future plans, I plan on going to med school and becoming a physical therapist. I also would like to be affiliated with a charity that goes overseas, and we do selfless service to families that can't afford to actually go to the doctor and stuff. So I think America is very blessed, and I feel that other people should have the opportunity to also have that comfort as we have it. So those are one of my future plans, to kind of go out of the country and do what I can for other people.
Shruti, let's hear about your future plans.
Well, I have a full-time job, an IT professional, and also I have a 3-year-old. But what I want to do is surely take some time off this busy schedule to do something that everybody loves to do, right? Do something for yourself. At the same time, I think this pageant has given me a platform to actually inspire, hopefully, other women out there to stand up for yourself, do things that you want to do. Don't just think that life has ended here, right? It's never too late. Just do what you love to do. And
ladies, I had to tell you a lot of good things yet to come.
Yes.
Winning is just the beginning of a wonderful experience. And as we watched Nina Desai, who was in that Indo-American Charity Foundation, serving as MC and all this. So
there's
you have a lot of interesting things coming up. And congratulations to both of you. We are delighted.
Thank you.
We're delighted to have you. And Ruchika, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for having us.
Get you back again with more interesting topics in the future.
For sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Thank you for watching.